right, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, before we get started, giving all praise, honor, and glory as always unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Chakodash. Double honors once again, as always, unto the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who rule well. Peace, much love, and salutations always to those for elect. Give me 1 second. Just make sure we good. Much love. All right. But anyways, again, double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. Already taught us this truth. And you see by the title, only given unto us. And based off of, the recent, yet again, recent things of IUIC, with yet another, terrible breakdown of, Revelation, the 13th chapter, mainly going into the mark of the beast, the mark, the beast, the image, which as brothers have stated multiple times, they never actually go into, what the image is, what the beast is, or who the beast is, rather. All right, but again, like I said, another terrible breakdown, and which the elder, I know I watched it earlier, or a good portion of it, about 45 minutes in. But the elder Yashwamba did a video breaking it down, again, because once again, there's multiple breakdowns out there for that, man. So at this point, there's just no excuse. These guys are willingly ignorant. But as it says here in the title, only given unto us. And that's speaking about the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of the scriptures, man. All right, because everybody's not going to get it. And the fact that they're still changing it, time and time again, and then you still have people believing it, saying con every single time, well, then ultimately the Lord's just not dealing with you. And the IUIC is full of zombies, and the Most High is eventually and getting ready to, carry out a very heavy judgment on them, man. Okay, Sakari has already been hit with their leader. All right, so that's water under the bridge. Now is Nate's turn. Not to say he's gonna come out and do the same thing, but the Lord's gonna judge him. So start here, Matthew 13:10. It says, and the disciples came and said unto him, why speakest thou unto them in parables? He answered and said unto them, because it is given unto you to know the mysteries of the kingdom of heaven, but to them it is not given. So they're not able to receive, all right, the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. They can't get the breakdowns. Because the NLT says you are permitted to understand the secrets of the kingdom of heaven, but others are not. So they're just not able to get it. The Lord has not given them the spirit of understanding. Let me turn my do not disturb on select. But yeah, the Lord has not given them the spirit of understanding. Okay, he's giving them the spirit of slumber, the spirit of being a dumbass. Simply put, all right, because they're just not going to get it, and it's not. That's what it was. The water Abashim shot. Wicked. No. Hold on. Bear with me. I'm looking this up. I was looking for it earlier before I started. No, that's not it. Salakia. Unto wisdom. Wisdom. Let's type in wisdom malicious. Yep. So this is Wisdom of Solomon 1 and 4. It says, let's see. Let's start at 3. Matter of fact, I'll start at the top. Wisdom of Solomon 1 and 1. It says, love righteousness, ye that be judges of the earth. Think of the Lord with a good heart, and in simplicity of heart seek him. For he will be found of them that tempt him not. Right, he will be found of them that tempt him not. And there's a lot of times where Jake has openly tempted the Lord. All right, saying that you could call him yo play yogurt, saying that you cringe at the names of Yahweh Shai. Some men say you don't have to worship Yahweh Shai. So you're tempting the Lord, man. And it says, and showeth himself unto such as do not distrust him. And yeah, they don't trust in the names. So automatically they're X'd out. Automatically they're not able to get, the fullness of the gospel. They just know that they're Israelites and that you got to wear fringes, which you don't have to walk around on a daily, consistent basis wearing the fringes. Because, like, bros always bring out, these niggas are doing heinous acts in the fringes, but try to condemn us. Where your fringes at? Where's the names at? Where's your understanding at? You know, it's far beyond that, man. And ultimately, it's really needs to be in your mind. Okay, you shouldn't have to need fringes to understand that I can't eat pork, because that's when you go into the wearing of the fringes is to for so we can remind ourselves and remember the Lord. Oh yeah, and you know what? No, that's right. We can't do that. We should already know that through the Spirit. All right, verse 3, it says, "For froward thoughts separate from the Most High, and His power, when it is tried, reproved unwise. For into a malicious soul wisdom shall not enter, nor dwell in the body that is subject unto sin." All right, so let's look up that word for malicious. Now let's see who this fits. All right, malicious, harboring ill will, enmity, or hostility, showing ill will, spiteful, wicked. Okay, badness, unpleasant. The things that they're doing, and especially the leaders of these groups, all right, the things that they're doing, the things that are coming out, is unpleasant to the ears, unpleasant to see. You know what I'm saying? The things that they're, teaching to the congregation is very unpleasant. It's ill-willed, and ultimately it's wicked as hell. You have no business going out and still teaching in the name of Christ, man. So you're in the wrong. It's the same nigga that had a whole breakdown back in the day, okay, of the names of the Lord. Same dude. And then now they trying to introduce it. You know what I'm saying? They saying it a little bit more, but then still harboring that oh, he has many titles or many names. No, there's titles and names are two different things, man. All right, but yeah, Salakia be having to clean my nose, fucking allergies. It's a weak ass body. We gotta get the fuck out of here. And if it was up to these niggas, we would be here for a whole nother captivity. Anyways, yeah, showing ill will, lying. Because again, whenever they get called out, first that they run to, great, great, great. Man, that shit's played out. You can no longer use that because your actions are being fully showcased. Everybody's seeing you exactly for what y'all are. Y'all are a bunch of wicked ass niggas, man. Daniel 12:10. Many shall be purified and made white and tried. And these niggas are doing these things on camera, and you still have followers following them. So you're even more dumb. It says though the blind lead the blind, both shall fall into the ditch. So you can't tell me there's a wise person within the IUIC. There's no way in hell you can change a breakdown that many times and still have a following. You know, things come out about you and you still getting you getting support. You getting more support now than you ever did. These guys are being exposed for their wickedness and niggas are cheering them on. But that's the state of Israel. That's the nation of Israel for you. That's why, shit. That's why the majority of them are gonna die, man. All right, it says, yeah, made white and tried, but the wicked shall do wickedly, and none of the wicked shall understand, but the wise shall understand. And that's why, after the first and second admonition reject, we do these videos simply for the sake of the elect, man. We're not here to convert, any nigga. If you once this shit really comes out of how these niggas are, you know how dirty they are. Don't come over here and oh yeah, man. You know I had a feeling. What nigga? No, you stay over there, man. Stay your ass over there. Now we believe that there's elect amongst those groups. You know, probably more so than newcomers or whatever, or some that are just simply, they're sincere, but they're ignorant. And again, there's two ways of being ignorant. You generally don't know, or you know and you just don't really give a fuck. The leaders of these groups, they're ignorant in the latter sense. They just don't give a damn. They're fulfilling the lust of their own belly. But you have some men, and women, all right, but mainly dealing with the men, all right, that believe. They just, they're just led wrong right now. But if the Lord's dealing with them, they'll come out of that, and that'll be a beautiful thing to see, which we're getting ready to see here soon. But well, yeah, once this shit comes out, now don't run over here and think you can just get a spot within Great Millstone. It's not gonna work like that. John's 8:47. This is in red. It says, "He that is of the Most High heareth the Most High's words." And once again, these breakdowns have been out here for years, and they haven't changed. It says, "Meddle not with them that are given unto change." Okay. Then you go to Malachi, where it says, "I am the Lord; I change not." So the Lord doesn't change, and His Son doesn't change, and His Son was on the earth teaching the apostles, the disciples, and then they went and taught the same thing that the. Why would any? Where's the change within that? At the end of the day, the mark of the beast is the RFID microchip. It's not going to change, and we're not going to come out, you know, years down the line with a whole different breakdown, adding to it. It says about adding and taking away. But what's happening is they're being pressured to actually answer these questions. Because before you could just throw out some bullshit, but now they got people. They seeing videos and they're seeing that at first they told you it ain't gonna have nothing to do with no RFID chip, and then as it goes on further and further, and the technology is being showcased even more. On the front line, and we actually hearing and seeing these Edomites talking about it on the news. Talking about a one world currency, a digital dollar, all these things. Well, it could be now it's digital ID. Okay, just a couple fucking weeks ago, they was talking about it being Nero's coin. How the hell do you switch that up that fast? Well, you switch that up that fast when you don't know Yahweh Shem Shai. You switch things up that quick when the spirit just ain't dealing with you, and that's just it. You're not of the Lord, or you would have heard His words. It says, "Ye therefore hear them not, because ye are not of the Most High." The Lord's not dealing with you. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. There's nothing to really talk about. You know what I'm saying? It's just is what it is, and that's how you know. Again, the only thing they can y'all grape is that's it. Get some new material, man, or better yet, shut the fuck up and just stop teaching. Put the Bible down and let the apostles, the bishops, the elders, let us handle this. Starting with them. Let the prophets speak. Cause you niggas you don't know what you're talking about. Just going everywhere. And again, this is many examples recorded. Psalms 107:43. Whoso is wise and will observe these things, even they shall understand the loving kindness of the Lord. Let me get that in what you call it. Yeah, those who are NLT, those who are wise will take all this to heart. They will see in our they will see in our history the faithful love of the Lord, and they're not able to see that because they're not wise. The Lord ain't dealing with them, man. And let me get this. I need some water. Goddamn. Yeah, so chesed, goodness, kindness, faithfulness, a favor, good deed. All right. Just see, I wanted to see what that word meant. So I got this, 2 Corinthians 2. I think this is the last one. Yeah, this is the last one. 2 Corinthians 2 and 10. It says, but the Most High, wait, is that? Yeah, 2 Corinthians 2 and 10. But the Most High have revealed them unto us by his Spirit, for the Spirit searcheth all things, yea, the deep things of the Most High. For what man knoweth the things of a man, save the spirit of man which is in him? Even so, the things of the Most High knoweth no man, but the Spirit of the Most High. Now we have received not the spirit of the world, but the Spirit which is of the Most High. Okay, Yahweh Shem Shai, because the shit that y'all are pulling, that's the spirit of the world. That's some nigga shit. Okay, you openly knowing that what you're teaching is wrong, joining hand in hand with Esau, having a 501c3, you joining hand in hand with Islam. What the hell is up with that? We're supposed to hate people that hate us. We're supposed to hate people that are opposed to the Heavenly Father and His only begotten Son. And you're buddy buddy with two of them. You know. And again, nobody saying anything. Nobody's saying a damn thing. Everybody, we hating. We this, we that. We can't banging. No, nigga, we calling you out on your bullshit. Y'all got, man. Jake got to stop. Jake has to be stopped. Actually, they don't because they're not going to stop. So they have to be stopped. What the scripture say? Whose mouths must be stopped. The Lord is getting ready to shut these damn niggas up because they doing way too much. This is going way too far. This has honestly been one of the craziest years amongst, speaking about within the nation of Israel. This has been one of the craziest years in my walk. You know what I'm saying? Like the shit that has been happening since the beginning of the year, and especially after Passover, it's like wow. But the Lord said He was going to do these things, so we just getting closer. It says, yeah, but the Spirit which is of the Most High, this fucking that, bro, that we might know the things that are freely given to us of the Most High. Yeah, things that are freely given. Used to have niggas charging. He was one of them. Shit, you still got some out there. First Corinthians 2 and 13, Salakia, which things also we speak, not in the words which man's wisdom teacheth, but which the Holy Spirit teacheth, comparing spiritual things with spiritual. This is the point. It says, but the natural man receiveth not the things of the Spirit of the Most High, for they are foolishness unto him, neither can he know them, because they are spiritually discerned. All right, they're spiritually discerned, aka spiritually retarded. The NOT says, but people who aren't spiritual can't receive these truths from God's Spirit. It all sounds foolish to them, and they can't understand it. Yeah, it's foolish to them to, uh, see the fact that even though it's lining up with everything that's going on in the fucking earth, they can't see the fact. I just don't see it being no chip. How? How? It ain't an embargo, and that's the thing. Where are y'all where are y'all prophecies at? Y'all saying it was this, and that. Where is that? It has to be showcased before the end. So where is it? It can't be sin, 'cause that means everybody fucking got it. So then who's getting saved? Animals? It can't be an embargo. It ain't the white woman. It ain't a picture of Caesar Borgia. What is it? There must be a surplus of white bitches that we just don't know about, and they getting ready to ship them out and make everybody. So now everybody got to have a white woman, rich and poor, free and bond. You gotta get you a white bitch, get you a snow bunny, so you can go use it to shop and get some bread. Come on, man. There's no push for that. There's no push for that outside of your never mind. There's no push for that, bro. You know there is a push for a digital ID, a digital currency, a one world currency. Okay, something that they can use to track you, to control you fully, because that's what it is when you go into it. All right, when you go into that word, okay, for Mark, all right, charagma, which is pretty much a branding. You go to the root word of that is Karax. All right, it's a stale, Palisade. I believe it says Palisade, but it's pretty much a state. All right, something that is inserted is going to be inserted into your body. I wish I could find it, man. It was so long ago, but it was like a what they call it, like a sermon, like a college class teaching or whatever. It was kind of that setting, but it was an Edomite going into some of the places to where they can keep an electronic chip in your hand and it gets powered, but like the warmness of the blood or whatever. And they was talking about that placement being in the between the index finger and your thumb, lining up with the scriptures. Okay, it says, "For only those who are spiritual can understand what the spirit means." Right, and like I said, if the spirit ain't dealing with you, then you're not gonna get any of those things, man. And let's get that word for natural. Let me unmute this.
Strong's G 5591. Psuchikas. Psuchikas.
Psycho. I'm playing. It says, uh, what was that? Yeah, Strong's G. What did it say? 5591. So yeah, it says, having the nature and characteristics of the breath, the principle of animal life which men have in common with the brutes. All right. Let me see. Let me go down. You act like fucking brute beast, man. Principle of animal life. So you niggas are animals, man. Let me see if I can go down more on here. It's not showing me. But anyways, let me go back. Oh no, it's right here. I'm sorry. But yeah, second it's the natural man receiveth not the things of the spirit of the most high. So you're not able to get it, man. The simple men, they're spiritually discerned. What is that? This discern says to perceive or recognize the difference or distinction between two or more things. Perceive rationally, understand, to separate, set apart. So they're not able to understand because the spirit ain't dealing with them. They're not going to be able to, know them. Salaki, hold on. Got their nose, bro. But yeah. Um. Damn. What was I? Oh yeah, come. Yeah, they're spiritually discerned, man. So they're not going to be able to get these things. All right, because what does it say? They're foolishness unto him. So they don't even deem the ways of Yahweh Shemashah to be the truth, and they don't deem it to be wise. They think we're just talking and we're just bored. So at the end of the day, you know, shit's gonna happen, and judgment's gonna come. And for us, the believers, take not pride in that sense, but take pride in the fact that, and first and foremost, be grateful. All right, that Yahweh Shema Shai has opened up this wisdom unto you, because you could very well be with them, and it still ain't too late, because a lot of guys have left and then they start teaching other bullshit. Okay, right along with these niggas. So, Lord's with us is edifying. I'm gonna close it there. Oh, verse 15, Salakia. But he that is spiritual judge of all things, yet he himself is judging no man. But Lord willing, this is edifying to the elect, giving all praise, honor, glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahushai, Bahashim Chakodash. Double honors once again, as always, to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who rule well, taught us truth. Peace, much love. Salutation to those elect. Bros, keep pushing. Shalom.